Hey, hi everyone, my name's Johnny, and I am here to give you a review of Tai Lopez's 67 Steps program, the Accelerator Money program, as well as the Accelerator Entrepreneur program. I am in all three of those right now, and they've been doing a wonderful job for me. So I wanted to give you an idea of what you'd be getting into if you did decide to join. So, when did I join? This is probably September of last year, 2015, and the program had already begun being developed for, I think, earlier, well before then, but only released to a few more people earlier that year. So, I managed on getting in. The 67 Steps program is very, very cheap. I don't remember how much it is, but it was it's very, very cheap. The Accelerator Money program is something where you apply to get in. It's I think it's like $9.97, which is less than a cup of coffee a day for a year, and that's what he priced it at before. And the Entrepreneurship program is around $4,999 or $5,000 around there, and it scales by the quality of information that you get from it. So it may seem like a lot of money for you at this point, but I'll dive into a little bit of like what you get and roughly, so that you have an idea whether or not, one, it's for you, or two, you just think that's too much money. I could never do that. I had those thoughts at first too, and I struggled with that quite a bit, which actually delayed me from going into it and jumping into it for about half a year. That's my biggest regret, is not starting it earlier. I wish I could have done this, started it a lot earlier, and gained that knowledge quicker so that I could have applied it a lot earlier in my life. The 67 Steps program, we'll start there. So the 67 Steps program is something that goes through the philosophies of some of the greatest people that Tai has read about, and he's a huge reader. He's one of the biggest readers I've ever encountered, and he's getting so many other people to read as well. And it's crazy because you synthesize so much more information. If you're not already an avid reader, try it out. Try and get to a book a week, or a book every 2 weeks even. It's or change your life. So 67 Steps. It goes through these philosophies, it goes through history, it goes through life, like historical lessons, things that would take you hours upon hours upon hours to read about, and Tai breaks them down for you in the program, and it takes your mind back towards kind of like driving your mind towards the purpose. Like, what is the purpose? What is your purpose? So there's 67 steps in it, and as you go through, you'll understand each step builds upon the next. So highly recommend getting into that one. For the money program, so this one, again, it's about $1,000 right now. This is January 31st, 2016. It's not going to stay that price forever, so you want to start hopping on soon before he completely raises it to $9.97 a month. What do you get in this program? So, if you've ever thought, man, I wish I had more money, or man, I wish that I knew what opportunities are out there to even make money. I mean, obviously, throughout the world, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands maybe, of ways to make money. The key focus here is getting you out of financial security, which is just being able to pay rent, just being able to take care of utilities and get enough food for your dog or cat. This information that he puts into this is stuff that gets you to the next level in terms of figuring out what else can you make money in, what are the key steps that you have to take to get into those realms if you want to, and what are some of the biggest hacks from the most successful people that are probably alive today in those realms. You could say that, there's probably somebody more successful than somebody he's interviewed, but I would highly doubt that. I mean, if you can find them, then he's probably going to interview them as well. I mean, this is somebody that's talked to Steven Spielberg and Elon Musk, Will Smith. It's crazy. So you want to take the money program if you are ready to figure out how to bust through to that next part of your life, monetarily wise. Tai always talks about 4 pillars being health, wealth, love, and happiness. And this one strictly covers the wealth portion, and it makes sure that you are educated and that you have calls to action to actually do good things to help you gain financial freedom. So ask me any other questions down below. I'm going to put the link below to join Tai's programs. The easiest one to join is the 67 Steps one. It's very simple. It's very affordable. And if you find you want to join the money program too, you can apply for the accelerator. So that brings us to the entrepreneurship program. Now this one, again, it used to be around $5,000 to join. This is very well merited. He brings in and goes through a level of detail that is unparalleled. It's the type of information and the people that he brings in to get this information from are heavy hitters in the industry. I think the true value there is the extra push that you get if you've ever had a creative idea, or you have an idea that maybe it just seems too large in scope to start out on. The entrepreneurship program puts you in that realm so you can step up, take that next step. The sheer amount of specific information that you get from there is really crucial. It's really applicable, and it gives you the knowledge of some of the most recent and cutting edge entrepreneurs to this date. It's in its own program. It's a program of its own. I mean, you don't have to do it. If you're not inclined towards entrepreneurship, you don't have to do it. I mean, there's another program that's even above this one called Persuasion that goes through sales tactics. It goes through how do the top of people persuade people, but I'm not part of that program right now because I want to focus in on the money and entrepreneurship portions. I will eventually be in this program, and you'll see me review that when I get into that one. But so much information to apply, so much stuff to go through. So if you have any qualms, I think he's going to be raising the price on both of those pretty soon. I'm going to put the link below in the description, and check out the link. At least go join the 67 Steps program and check it out and see if it's for you. If it's not for you, or if you feel super knowledgeable already, that's okay. That's just fine. I don't need you to buy it or anything like that. I'm just advocating it for it because I have applied all the knowledge that I've gained so far, and it's provided me wonderful returns. So, as a closing statement, please ask me any questions if you're curious about the program or if you have doubts. I know I had doubts myself. It was a big investment for me at the time, but it's definitely well worth it. Let's see, what are some of the negatives? So what you will not get in the program, you're not going to get transcripts, because what Tai likes to do is have you be taking notes as you are reading this, or as you are watching these videos, so that you, one, take down the biggest pieces of information, and two, you are writing down your next action steps. Each and every module has you do this, and it keeps you accountable. So my biggest recommendations would be for you to have OneNote open on the side and just be taking notes there so that you can review them. I mean, I review them on my phone all the time right before big business meetings, and they help out so much. I would highly recommend doing that, or use Evernote, use whatever you want, use pen and paper if you want. but that's where the biggest benefit you'll get from it. I think the biggest benefit you'll get from it is by recording the information down on a pen and paper or OneNote where you can take with you. Any other cons for this? Yeah, people won't like that you don't have transcripts, but that's okay. There's still highly valuable information that you can write down yourself. Any other cons? So sometimes some of the videos in the vaults, the advanced calls vaults, are like an hour or two long sometimes. However, a lot of the lessons are in much more digestible portions, around 17 to 20 minutes. Recently, he's been trying to cut down to approximately TED Talk length so that there's enough length for you to get tons of value, but not so long that you will take like forever to go through them. Back when I was going through the program, each lesson was 45 minutes to an hour long. So if you can imagine how much time I've spent on that, if like even say 67 steps alone, it was a lot of time. But I was taking notes, I was aware, and that's the first lesson of 67 steps, is be aware of the information that's around you, be aware of the opportunities that are around you, and take action. So I hope I've given you an ample inkling into what you'll get in the 67 steps money program, and money accelerator program, and the accelerator entrepreneurship program. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment below, ask me, check the link down below to get to his website. And if you want to sign up there, go ahead. If you have questions before you sign up, feel free to ask me. I'd be more than happy to help. With that, enjoy and let me know what your experiences are with it when you decide to go take it. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.